to Sky Girl Reporter, and today we are here at Point Loma and we're going to be interviewing Ranger Bob. And I hope you enjoy watching, so let's get started. What is the mission of this park?
Ooh, the mission of this park. Well, this park is preserved. This is a national monument. It's Cabrillo National Monument. It's the first place a European set foot on the West Coast in California. It's also important. It was military history. There are some bunkers up above and around because it was during World War I and World War II for protection of San Diego Harbor. And then thirdly is this natural. This is a very this ecosystem here is very special, and along with our coast and our tide pools, we want to preserve that. So that's why this park is here.
How do you become a park ranger?
There's quite a few different types of park rangers. So everybody in the park we call a park ranger. So we have maintenance people, we have the people who took your fee when you came in, and we have interpretive rangers. Those are the really smart ones, and they're the ones that have specialties like biology or history. To be a law enforcement ranger, you just have to go through a training program. Mine was associated with the college in Northern Arizona University, and once you pass that, you come out to the field and they teach you about the park you're in, and yeah, it's a good job.
Oh, what do rangers do?
Rangers in the park here, we make sure that when you visit our park, you're nice and safe. We make sure the animals and the plants aren't disturbed when people come here, and make sure they don't leave trash and don't disturb the animals or the plants. And then we also help explain things. We have a lot of interpretive rangers here who will tell you about the park, and they know more than I do, but they know about every plant that's here and the animals that are in the water and on the land.
What type of animals can you see here?
The ones that I know about, most of the time you'll see seals out here. We have a lot of seabirds. We have cormorants, and we have pelicans. They love to roost here, and they have their young here. On land, we have raccoons. We have a few foxes here, which come out in the evening. Then we have ground squirrels, and we have rattlesnakes here, which come out on the hot days, and we keep people away from those, so there's no problems.
What type of sea life are there?
Well, if you go down when the low tides come, this whole area will be exposed, and there'll be tidal pools, and trapped in those tidal pools you'll see some lobsters, and there'll be octopus. We have several kinds of shrimp. We have lots of crabs and mussels and all kinds of sea animals that the kids can go up to and look at. We don't let them take anything, but you can touch them, and as long as you don't disturb them. And yeah, there's probably hundreds, if not thousands, in there of different types of sea animals in there.
What type of whales or any other kind of big sea animals are there here?
Well, we'll see dolphins every once in a while. If you can look out there, it's flat. There's a big kelp field out there, and that's a lot of sea animals hang out in there. But in the winter, like January, February, we'll get gray whales. They'll migrate from Alaska, and they'll come by in large pods, and you'll be able to see them from up above. They go down and they have their young, and then they immediately turn around and they turn back up and they go back to Alaska to feed. So we get to see those in the winter time.
How big are the whales?
Oh, if you go up by the whale watch, I believe a full-grown gray whale is like 35, 40 feet. So, and they have a painting on the ground that lets you see exactly how large they are.
Why did you want to be a ranger?
You know, I always wanted to be a ranger. I like doing law enforcement, and I like having a reason to do law enforcement. So I find protecting the parks is a great reason to do law enforcement. Because if we don't protect the parks, then they get beat up, and then they're not going to be here for other people. So it's something I can believe in and get behind. So I enjoy being a park ranger.
What's your favorite part about being a park ranger?
Oh, I've worked in big parks before. I've worked up in Glacier in Montana. I've worked in Yosemite. And I just like being in the park for the whole season, and I get to see When I first went to Glacier, it was 6 feet of snow on the ground, and I watched the spring come, and then I watched the summer, and then I watched, as I was leaving in October, it was back to snow. So I got to see the park in like 3 full seasons, so it was great.
What's the hardest part about being a park ranger?
Sometimes people get hurt in the park because they're doing stuff they shouldn't be doing, and then we have to deal with them. So I don't like to see people getting hurt, and we do our best to help them. But yeah, unfortunately, people get seriously hurt in parks for their own, on their own, or because of somebody else, and that's the worst part.
Is there anything else that people should know about being a park ranger?
It's a great job. We're always looking for people. It's an experience you can't get with other jobs because you move around and you live in the place that you're working, and it's great.
So I would like to say thank you to Ranger Bob for telling us all about Cabrillo. So thank you.
Oh, thank you for having me, and thanks for visiting.
You're welcome. Hope to see you back on Sky Girl Party with a new person telling us what their job is and you learning. Bye!